good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of SITV. Today, I'm here to talk about the Champions League match between Inter and Barcelona.
Before getting into this video, if you like what we do here on Printer TV, be sure to let us know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below.
Unfortunately, this brought an end to our Champions League campaign. We had our destiny in our own hands. We only needed a win against Barcelona to put us through to the knockout stages. Unfortunately, we ended up losing 2-1. The first goal conceded by Inter was very disappointing because up until that point, yes, Barcelona had a lot of possessions and they had a couple of counter-attack opportunities, but they weren't threatening as such. And the first goal was really created because of unfortunate rebound off of Godin's foot when he was trying to defend Griezmann inside the box, and Barcelona had an easy tap-in really past Handanovic at the far left post. And after going down, it becomes that much harder because Inter, needing a win, had to commit that much more and exert themselves physically a lot more than perhaps they would have. And that showed towards the end of the match, where the energy levels just dropped off and the lack of depth on this team showed up yet again. We created a ton of opportunities in the first half. That opportunity where D'Ambrosio got the ball at the edge of the box really created a great opportunity, but he shot the ball over the bar. That's an opportunity where you really wonder what would have been the case had Candreva been playing. He's been in fantastic form. He has a really great shot at him. You would imagine that he would put in a better shot than D'Ambrosio and at least make Neto work, create maybe a rebound opportunity for Lautaro or Lukaku or something or the other. Biraghi, on the other hand, surprisingly was not bad. He had a great shot in the first half and also a heading opportunity right at the end of the first half. Unfortunately, Neto, great form today. He stopped a bunch of great opportunities from us. In the second half, you would imagine when Lazaro would come on for Biraghi that Inter would have more of an attacking intent, but instead Lazaro had a stinker of a game. In fact, I would say Biraghi probably had a better game than he did, and at least he gave us somewhat of a bite going forward. He had a great shot on him, decent crossing. Lazaro, on the other hand, could not control simple passes. He was misplacing the passes, completely killing any momentum we had going on the offense. And when you're fighting back and trying to scrape any opportunity you can get to just claw into the knockout stages, that kind of stuff is really, self-destructive. And you could see towards the end when Conte just went all out looking for the win. I don't blame him. The lack of depth on the bench really showed again, and people were exhausted. Everybody was not committing back on defense too much because they were just waiting on the center backs to win the ball and give an opportunity for counterattack so they can get ahead and score. But what ended up happening is that we were exposed at the back because of committing too many men forward, and in the end, Barcelona scored the second goal and really put us out of it. So now we're in the Europa League. There's a lot of speculation among Inter fans as to what we should really be doing in Europa League. In my opinion, I think the focus wholeheartedly should be the Scudetto and the league play, and only use Europa League to give chances for the younger players. Maybe a lot of Esposito, maybe Agome would get a chance. A couple of other defenders, Bastoni, Ranocchia could get a run as well. And really use those games along with perhaps early stages of Coppa Italia to give some of the new additions in January a chance to integrate with the rest of the team. I don't think Inter should be going wholeheartedly for the Europa League, because Scudetto at this point would serve us much more in the long run. Yet again, we saw that the lack of depth on the bench really hurt us. Anybody from Sensi to Barella, Candreva, Asamoah, any one of them would have made a huge difference in the game today. Those guys are confident players and as certified starters, and Inter would have certainly been in a much better position had they been healthy throughout the campaign for Champions League. Now, we learn from it. Hopefully the management learned from it. In the past, we were under FFP restrictions. Now we are not. And so I hope that Inter management can finally learn from these experiences and create a team and give to Conte a squad that can really compete on all fronts, because at this stage the depth on the bench is not good enough, and really there's a lot lacking there in my opinion. So unfortunately we lost, but chin up, head held high. Lautaro Martinez was unbelievable today. He was a highlight reel. It was almost as if he heard the rumors that Barcelona was shying away from him because they thought that 100 million euro price tag was too much for him, and he's like, oh yeah, well, I'll show you what I can do. And it really did everything perfectly today. It was very unfortunate that he didn't get a goal, but there's more for us, more from him for us, and we're looking forward to that. So until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Ciao.